Greetings and welcome back to Idle Miner Tycoon. And I'm going to tell you right now, you may have picked this up from the title. This is going to be a bit of a rant because I think that they made a mistake. And I'm really hoping by the time you see this, the problem has been rectified. But I kind of have to make this video, so I'm going to do it. All right, what am I talking about? All right, so in the last update they did, when they added the Dust Continent, right? There was a couple of things in there, and I'm just going to go over what was in the update, right? They added another line later because they made a fix. As a matter of fact, the first thing listed is apparently there was a problem when you prestiged the Dust Continent, so they made a fix for that, some kind of a lockup or something. The next thing, they actually mentioned the addition of the Dust Continent and adding Dust Cache to it. So that's fine, no problem there, that's okay. The next thing they mentioned is the decorations, so you can customize your warehouse, at least your warehouse, right? And again, I don't have any problem with that. There was a line at the bottom that didn't quite sink in when I read it. Because I did read the notes. When I saw it, like, oh, Dust Continent, let me see if there's anything else. Oh, okay. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's probably something good. The line I'm talking about goes like this. New event mine balancing in place. Event mines now play more like regular mines. Okay, I didn't really quite know what that meant. I guess the first thing that went through my head is maybe they made the selection of the managers that come out of the elevator back to the way it used to be for the regular mines, because they did change it to make the executive upgrade cost reduction for the elevators for the events much harder to get. So I was thinking maybe they fixed that. I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah. Okay. So here's where I am. I seem to think that what they did here is they made the money producing capability of the event mines the same as the regular mines. I'm sure you can probably start to think about what would be the problem with that. The problem with that, of course, being that, the regular mines, they have a lot of other stuff going for them, We're talking about now, when I see regular mines, we're talking about the ones on the starting continent, the ice continent, the fire continent, of course, now the dawn continent, and the dust continent. Of course, the dust continent was just added, right? All right, so if you were to start with one of those mines and try to finish it, you're not going to be able to. What you're going to do is you're going to prestige it so that you get a nice multiple, right? I mean, let's take a quick look here at these guys. All right, if you look at the starting continent, look at the multiples I have. 465 times, 502 times, 868 times, 470 times, 533 times. I mean, you're producing a lot more money now. And you know what the funny thing is? If you're working on one of these mines and you want to really do good at it, you got 4 other mines producing money for you, right? So it's not just him standing by himself anymore. You got all these other mines and you got these big multiples going, right? So, I mean, if you just tried to, for instance, let's just look over here. Right, if I tried to max out the fluorite mine right now, even though I think it has a 3.8 times, hold it a second, where was that? Is it the bottom here? Yeah, 3.8 times income. You probably wouldn't be able to do it. I mean, max it out. I mean, not get to the bottom. I mean, max it out. Because you would never be able to generate enough money to do that. Because you're going to have to prestige it. I wonder, how long do I have to wait to prestige this one? AD. Okay, AD. So in other words, I'm going to be opening up the next mine, the quartz mine, which is asking for AC, before I'll go back and do a prestige for that one. See, I'm going to need money from the quartz mine in order to prestige the fluorite mine, as opposed to actually going all the way down. All right, now if you look back at my previous video, right, the one that I did on the Dust Continent, I did start here. you might notice that the levels of the elevator and the warehouse are the exact same. The reason is because I haven't needed to raise them. No, right there. They're the same. I've been working on the mine shafts. Let me tell you something. I've been in here 9 or 10 times, using 2 times, 10 times. I think I even snuck a 5 times in there along with the other ones. I just can't make enough money to advance. It's just not moving. I mean, really, those values are the same as the previous video. And I have been working on this. I mean, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. All right, I have a boost going down there, a video boost, right? Got a video boost going down there right now. Let me see. Who is the biggest money maker right now? And I say that with sarcasm. Okay, Mineshaft 4 is my biggest money maker, right? All right, so where's Mineshaft 4? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the piggy bank dude. Let's throw the piggy bank, because this is the way I always start. I throw a piggy bank dude in there, right? All right, so let's see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a lot of money here, and I'm going to use that to level up this one. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw the executive in there so I can get a lot of money, right? All right, so now I got to get the boost going. So we're going to get the boost going here. All right, I'm going to do the, where is it? An hour, 2 times for an hour, right? So I got it 2 times going. You know what? I'm going to do something I haven't been doing. I'm going to blow one of my 20s. I'm going to blow my 20 for 5 minutes. I'm going to throw him in there. Haven't been doing that because those are very precious, you know? Okay, so now execute. Right, there we go. All right, so he's going to go for 30 seconds. He's going to collect money. You might notice that the money he's collecting right there is a joke in comparison to what's up above. See, I got 145 AL. I have 1 AL there now, which means I'm going to get that multiplied by 10. Okay, okay, and boom. And I get 22. Okay, let's see what I can do with that. All right, so I'm going to activate this one. And with all of that, I can get 24. I'm going to do 24. All right, that's good. All right, now let's see. I'm guessing that one is now the best one. So what I'm going to do is take this one out. I'm going to put the next one in. This one right here. And I'm going to do that. Okay. This is my big money-making situation now. All right, why don't we just put somebody in here? Now understand something. When I usually have the first mine shaft at 800, and I like to say, I've said in the past, I'm beginning my descent. Usually, with the first iteration of what I'm doing, I can get down to like 9 or 10 in terms of them, right? I can't even tell you how many times I've done this in order to get down here. And I am doing the 20 now, so it's a little bit better than usual. Usually, instead of the 62.6, the 62.9 at the top, I usually get like 34 because I'm doing it 10 times. Okay, now can I max that out, or maybe, you know what? I'm gonna put a senior there. Where's the other senior? Let's take the other one out. Put you there. Okay, so that one is now. Can I throw somebody in there? And I'm gonna throw. I think that the other one is right here, right now. All right. 9. I can't max that out now. Mineshaft 5. After doing that, now that guy was actually my best money maker that I just did. He's my best money maker. If I was to do this, I would only get to 751. That's Mineshaft 6. That's Mineshaft 6 I'm talking about. I can't even max out 5. And I could probably max this one out now. 11. Yeah, that's Mineshaft 4. This one, 7. I can't do anymore. What would I need for the next one? I need 75 AL. I just can't make that kind of money. All right, so who's the best one now? 5. 5 is still the best one, or he just cranked that one up, so I'm going to put my last super manager in. I can nearly make 1, but unfortunately I just took the guy out, so I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, This is as slow as one of the normal mines, without any of the multiples going on, without other sources of money going on. I mean, this is can you imagine what these are going to be? I mean, yeah, you can get them up to maybe like 400 or 500. I do think that I'm going to be able to get this one. In fact, let me see. I did use my good managers there. Hold on a minute. 16. I could probably do this with just the junior. Or I will be able to do it, right? I get that one to 470. If I saved up the big money and I use one of my good ones, oh, there's another one right there. I'm pretty sure that I could get the 16 to 500. So that would be this one right here. There is no way I get any further than that. Just not going to happen. So, I mean, these event mines now, for me, are all about getting 16 to 500. Because there is just no way I can generate enough money to do this anymore. I mean, I said, usually one shot and I can get down to level 9, 10. Maybe they consider that to be a little too easy. Fine, I can buy that. But I mean, now as it is, it's just absurd. It is really absurd. I've done this a bunch of times and I just can't generate enough money. I didn't even make it one level. I mean, if I did this, 740, then it just screeches to a halt at that point. I mean, look at this one. Without a bonus, I can't even get one. Look at that, 344. It's just so slow because the money creation is just terrible. And am I still at the point where I don't have to raise these up? Oh, I do actually have to raise these up now. I'm guessing because of what I did with 5. Pushing it up to 90. So I would actually have to spend some money on these for a change. All right, this. And this one I can get another 5 in here. That probably does the job. Not the elevator. Actually, the elevator is fine. But I think if I added 3 more, I can get a boost there. So I certainly don't have to touch it now, right? And I don't think I'm probably going to have to touch it again. Yeah, I mean, this is a huge problem in terms of the event mines. I consider event mines kind of like dead and buried at the moment. I mean, the idea that you could even finish this in 5 days, let alone a day and a half, which is like the elite one. All right, this is something that they need to look into. And clearly this was not tested. This was just like, oh, let's just flip a switch and do this, and I'm sure everything will be fine. No, it's not. It's not fine. It's absolutely not. I have no idea what they were thinking when they did this. Clearly, it's something that needs to be rethunk. That's the reason I'm doing this kind of early, because there's no purpose in even waiting for the end of the event. Because, like I said, I'm going to probably get to 16 to 500, even though it might end up being very expensive to do that. Not really sure, but I'm going to use the executive, and I'm going to save up money. Maybe I'll make some more money here. Maybe I can make it to M. Ooh, that would be amazing. Can you imagine if I make it to M? That's it. And then I'm going to try to max that one out, and then I'm done with this. Because there's just no way that I can get any further down. It's just, if you're having problems up here, and that's what I am, there is just no way that you're going to be able to get down any further. And I'm never going to be able to get, how much is, where is 20? 20 you have to get to 600, right? Yeah, I mean, no way. Not even that. I mean, yeah, that doesn't have a thing on it. Here, hold it a second. Let's just try to do what we can with it. 352. 352, and you have to get that one to 600. That is just clearly not going to happen. So, I mean, I think that if they wanted to make them more difficult, okay, but you can't make them like the normal mines. The normal mines have prestige that raise the multiples on them, and all of the normal mines have other mines that can feed the money. Here you have one mine with no multiple that I'm aware of, and standing there all by itself generating money. There is no way it's going to work. If anybody did manage to finish this one, I'd like to know about it, and more importantly, I'd like to know how you did it, because I have no idea how you could have possibly have done it. All right, we are going to end on something a little bit more positive. We're going to go over to the Dust Continent. I did advance it a little bit over here. Of course, I didn't finish it, right? No. So I'm just going to grab that because I collected before. I'll show you. I did because I did have the trillions thing. Oh, it looks like I can open this. All right, so I had to save up 457 of that. Yeah, I'm not going to spend that as super cash. I was doing... Where was it? I was doing to try to generate money. I had this one at the 71. These guys are kind of expensive. You might notice that I have Mrs. Goodman right there because there's no way I can afford even the senior. I might be able to get the senior at this point. It's just the senior doesn't really last very long anyway, and his percentage isn't good. It's just that I'm a long way from being able to get an executive over there because I'd have to probably get to at least, it's an AB. I don't know if it's going to be like the event mines. And it's going to be AD, I guess. But I mean, I don't even have the AB, so there's nothing much I can do about it. All right, is that all? All right, so they're covered right now. Yeah, the thing is, the first mine is not generating the money here. Look, 0.32. Yeah, in this case, it's down here. This is where the money creation, because these guys make more money as they go further down. Can I get that to 10? Because I think that would probably be good. Okay, I don't know if I maxed that out now. Oh, no, there's still some room to work with there. It's just really expensive to increase them. Okay, 22 AA. Yeah, 19. Okay, no increase with that one, so that means that one of these guys is behind. All right, the warehouse is behind, so I shouldn't be very expensive to do. Oh, after I do that. Shouldn't be very... yeah, I can do that. It's a lot less expensive, apparently, to raise these guys than it is the actual mines. Right, that's good. That's good. I could actually... How much can I do? Just 6. I'll kick up a couple more. Because I'd like to make as much money as I can here. Maybe a little bit more down here. I don't want to spend all of the money. But we do want to make money, too, right? All right. And back up. All right, a little bit on the elevator, and that should do the job. I could probably just do 10. And yeah, that's got it covered here. I should probably just dump the remaining in this mine, and then, even though there's one left. All right, so 25.8 trillion per second. That's what we have right now. And this is going to be going away in like 4 hours. So maybe we'll look at this the next time. But again, this is a new mine, and of course it doesn't have any multiples yet, except for that little 3-point-something%. And we're trying to raise enough money to open up the next mine, so that we could then take the money from that and come back and prestige this, right? Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. And the thing is, clearly it wasn't tested. I think that's kind of the thing. They just thought, oh, well, you know, I'll just make it like the other mines. But the other mines, again, you have to prestige them to make more money in order to raise them deeper. So let me tell you something. This is my 339th episode of this game. I've played this game a lot more than you've seen. A lot more. You know, doing the events and other things, a lot more than you've seen. I have never finished a mine that wasn't the event mine, an event mine, right? Or one of the mainland mines, you know, the coast or the river ones. I've never finished one of the main ones because they're just really expensive. Let's look at the one that I'm furthest along in, and that's the coal mine. Because remember, we maxed this one out, and then we went in there. I'm just going to collect this because we've done this. All right, so how far? Okay, I didn't touch these. You know what it is? I was trying to generate money down here. And remember, is this behind? It might be behind. Yeah, it is. It's behind. And it's too expensive to actually raise the warehouse and the elevator in order to actually cover the money that's coming up. So that's the reason you see a bunch of ones here. See, I got these to 600. I mean, this is with being fed by 4 other mines. This one is maxed out, and I think it had like a 500 multiple or something like that. So, I mean, I've gotten these guys down to 800, down to, where was it? 20. And then I had to start backing off because I just don't have that kind of money. Now this one, Yeah, the problem is I could just do that. But the thing is, we're already behind. How much that I can do with these guys here? Of course, I don't want to spend all of my money here. I could get 36 with all the money that those guys are doing, and I just popped an executive. I can get 36. How much would 10 be? I'll try 10 in each of them. Maybe that's going to do something. Hold on a minute. Oh, I got to activate it. No, I did activate it. Okay. 10 over here. It's still not enough to cover it, because it's just generating too much money. And then I go down there, and if I increased it at all, it would just flood it even more. I mean, there's a huge pile sitting on the... Where's the lowest one? There's big piles sitting down there, right? I mean, look, AW sitting down there. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. And I'm just going to stand on that. I'm going to assume that this was a mistake, wasn't well thought out, and they're going to come up with some kind of another solution. Obviously, the situation is they think the mines are too easy to complete. Okay, fine. But don't make them impossible to complete, right? I mean, the very notion now that we still have the elite one in a day and a half with this is just crazy. But if anybody managed to actually finish this or get way down, I'd really like to know how you did it. Because I don't think all the boosts that I have, if I used them, would possibly have put a scratch in this. So, anyway, sorry if you don't like to hear the rant, but I really felt I needed to vent about this because I was just like, I was working on this when I got home late Friday, and I'm like, what is going on here? What is going on? And then for Saturday, it's still the same, and it's just not moving. And I realized I'm just not making enough money. There's not enough money coming in for me to actually do anything. And of course, that's because they made it like a normal mine. I think that that is the thing, that they may have to like put in a multiple, build in some kind of multiple, because we're just not getting enough money to be able to do anything. I can't even tell you that it's a matter of the mines costing more, because I don't know, because we're just not getting enough money to actually advance anything. So hopefully they do something about it, and fairly quickly. I mean, do I cover the next event if it's still doing the same thing? I don't know. Maybe I should just focus on the other parts of the game until we see a patch saying, well, there has been some more balancing or something like that. Anyway, I think that's going to do for now. So hopefully this gets fixed fairly soon, or just adjusted, because as it is right now, I don't consider the event mines playable. Anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it, and play games, because games are fun. See ya.